$140,000 in 3 months. That is how much I made in Q2 alone. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly how I was able to do this. So Q1 of 2024 was not that great for me. So Q1 is January, February, and March. And in those months, I only had 1 month that was over 10K in profit. And that was January. So right in the beginning, as I was still coming off of a hot December. So in January, I made 13K profit total. But then in February and March, I made 7K and 9K, which is just under 10K, and it's not bad, and it's still somebody's salary or better. But for my standards, these were low. And I had not had below a 10K month since September. So this was at an all-time low for me, and things were looking bad. So during this time, I was having a very difficult time trying to test new products and go viral with them. I had already had one main winner that has been working for me since I started it last June. But at this time, I couldn't find anything new and really make it work. And speaking about this, actually in the beginning of the year, TikTok had a very crazy update where they really hunkered down on people using the same content ideas and replicating videos one for one. So in January, there was this weird bug, and you've definitely noticed this. And it was basically if you would post a TikTok that was a replication from a competitor's video, straight up, you copied everything they said, every movement, the music, everything was the same. You would get 80 views, 50, anywhere from 50 to 100 views max. And it was a really big problem for most people. And I just didn't understand what was going on. I was like, bro, is my content really this bad? I was putting hard amounts of effort into all of my videos, and I was still getting these super, super low views. So although I was still making money from my main product and those poo plushies, which were still going viral at the time, it was just such a depressing couple months because I was testing new things and playing my part in organic dropshipping, scrolling on my burner, looking for new products. But even when I would find something I thought was good, I just couldn't make it go viral. Literally under 100 views. That's the most devastating thing that can happen to somebody in ecom. And as you all know of Chinese New Year, the first 3 months could not get any worse. I wasn't going viral. I couldn't get a new product to sell. And Chinese New Year comes out of nowhere in February and absolutely makes me go full depression mode. I mean, I've heard about people talk about the issues that they have with Chinese New Year, but I didn't really understand it until I actually had to experience it. I mean, these people literally just fuck off for an entire month, and they don't respond to your texts. They don't ship a product, nothing. It's literally you could be gaining all these customers and just there's no way to ship it to them. It's just all of your business is basically gone. Now, there's a lot of methods to try to combat Chinese New Year and how you can go about, easing your customers and not getting a million chargebacks, because that's literally what happens. People, especially in America, can't wait for 3 days tops for a product to come in the mail, or else they start flipping shit. So people will email you, they'll blow up your thing telling you, oh, I want a refund, I want to cancel this order. And that happens to me regardless, but especially during Chinese New Year, and it's rightfully so because these people are waiting minimum a month for their orders to come, and that just sucks. And I would be mad too if I was one of these customers. So the way that I combated this was just I put disclaimers on my website that shipping was taking longer than it usually is, 2 to 3 weeks for the orders to process, and then they will be shipped once that time comes. But a lot of people also would make their buy buttons pre-orders. So people would pre-order the item, and then once the suppliers came back from Chinese New Year, they would ship them out. Personally, I did not really like this because I feel that's just going to destroy your conversion rate, because if I saw something that was a pre-order, I'm not buying it. I don't care that much, And especially from the sense that in organic dropshipping, we're kind of looking for impulse purchases. So people see something on their For You page, they're like, oh, wow, that's super cool, let me buy it. If they get to your website and this is pre-order, who the fuck is going to buy? Why would I even buy that? It's just a waste of my time. It's oh, never mind. Let me just go look on Amazon for the same exact thing. And then they'll just buy it from there. So actually, speaking of Amazon, that was arguably the best way to come back at Chinese New Year, because you can actually fulfill your orders on Amazon. Well, technically you're not allowed to, but if you have a bunch of orders and your suppliers are on vacation for Chinese New Year, you can just create an Amazon account for each of the countries that your orders are for, and just place the orders to the customer's addresses with the item being sent as a gift, so it doesn't show an Amazon receipt, so they know that you just didn't send them something from Amazon. And obviously, yes, this is a bit tedious because you literally have to go on Shopify, look at, order 1,250, look at the customer's details, type it in your computer like a little nerd. But hey, like when you're sitting there getting chargebacks and you have to pay these fees and customers are reaming you out, like it's definitely a better solution. Plus, the customers will get these orders in like 2 days tops. And if you get Prime, literally like it's a 1 day shipping. So these customers are honestly like, damn, this dude is freaking amazing. And the other problem with this is Amazon actually charges more for products, as you know, like they charge like $5 to $10 more than what your supplier or AliExpress would charge. So it does eat into your profit margins a little bit. But if you think about it in the sense that like your customers are getting faster shipping, you're actually able to fulfill your orders and not just literally let these chargebacks pile up. It actually is kind of a smart idea. So that was what I kind of did to combat this, but even then it was still a pain in the ass. So during this time, I was getting pretty emotional and genuinely getting like very pissed off about how things were going. I just felt like nothing was working and I was like, man, like, am I washed? Like, what's up with me? But I really needed to lock in, and I realized that like since September, I hadn't made less than 10K in a month, and like, you know, some months 20K, whatever. And I was like, man, this cannot continue. I have to freaking lock in and figure something out. And that's when I started searching to bring a new product to the platforms to make like the biggest bag out of everybody out there. So in March, I actually did find a new product that wasn't on any of the platforms. It kind of was, but it was a brand that was running it, but it kind of had a different look, but like ultimately the same purpose. So I started running this product, and honestly, like I was getting good views. I was going viral. Like within the third post on Instagram, I went super viral, but I was going very hard on controversy to try to get that boost. And this really didn't convert into much sales. Like I literally made like a couple $100 off of 7 million views, which is insane. So as I was already kind of beat down from the last couple months, I was like, man, I just brought this new product to the market, went viral, and I didn't make shit. Like this was like crazy to me. I was on vacation for spring break and I was like, bro, what am I doing? Like I literally suck at my own job. So as March was coming to an end, I was actually starting to pick up some more sales for this product. I was getting views still. My account was looking really good on Instagram and everything was looking pretty promising, but nothing crazy yet. And like I showed you guys in one of my other videos, I also brought this product to the platforms as well. And I thought that this was going to be my ultimate escape. And to be fair with you, it almost was. I still made around 20K with it. And the first like week and a half of running, it was actually insane. Like I had like a 2.3K day. I was in class taking the exam, made like $500 while I took an hour-long exam. And I was like, fuck all of you. Like I'm freaking boss. But that came to a screeching halt when literally everyone and their mom hopped on this product and ran it up. And my TikTok account got banned. So that kind of tortured that for me. But simultaneously, as this product was blowing up, one of the products that I had been running for like 2 months at this point actually started to pick up and get views. This product, I literally did not make a single dollar in the months of February and March. But then randomly in April, a video on Instagram that was old started to go viral. And I was actually getting some sales. And I was like, wow, maybe this is a sign that this could work too. But I still didn't have that high of hopes for it because, you know, like it could have just been a single video, gets 500K views and then dies and that product is gone for me. But this product is actually my biggest one right now. And since May, it's just been like absolutely crushing. I've made like 70K with this product since May. So as I was mentioning before, the product that I brought to the platform that was being run by a brand actually started to go like super, super viral. I got a video with 2 million views and that one converted pretty damn good. Like I made like, you know, 4 or 5K off of that, which is pretty good. And then I had another video get 1 million views and then one other get 7 million views. So this product was having a crazy couple weeks. It literally was making $1,500 a day consistently for an entire 2 weeks. So with all of these products combined, I actually made 45K in April, which to that point was my highest month ever. So to be completely honest with you guys, some of the biggest takeaways that I had from the month of April alone is obviously I have mentors and I, you know, consult with them all the time on their thoughts and opinions and stuff. But one time my mentor, Jacob, actually told me something that really stuck in my head and I couldn't forget about it, which was, we're helping you with your business, but this is your business at the end of the day. So when he said that, I really thought about it. And like in April, I really just realized that it is completely on me. And like, I can't just go to them with all my life's problems and expect it to just be fixed. I have to freaking lock in and do this and figure it out on my own at the same time. So that's one of my biggest takeaways from April alone. And that's how I was able to catapult from literally a 7K month to a 45K month like that. And another thing that I learned too is that controversy is a great thing if used properly. Now, obviously, controversy is one of the biggest things that you'll hear people in organic talk about, and like how to use it properly in your videos. So with this product that I told you that a brand was running, I was just absolutely destroying these videos in controversy. I was trying to make it so that the account would go viral and like start getting traction so that it was easier to introduce more salesy videos down the line. And I highly recommend this method for you guys to try and experiment with, because once you're able to get an account to get rolling, it's just so much easier to get that account to keep going viral, especially on Instagram. Now, the reason this was a takeaway for me was because I always knew about controversy and like I tried putting it in a lot of my videos in the past, but this was like the most perfect example of how it works to get an account rolling. Like my third video with this product went super viral and got 12 million views. And I didn't make that much, like probably $1,000 or 2,000 when it was all said and done. But this video literally made me gain thousands of followers. And then from that point on, I had 3 more videos, like I said, go super viral as well, and which made me all the rest of the money. And they were more serious, like still controversial, but just enough to the point where people were actually still interested in buying the product and not just completely distracted by the stupid ass controversy that I would put in these videos. So like I said, in April, I made 45K. And then in May, all of these products were still selling just as good. And actually the product that I told you that started to pick up after months of not selling at all actually ended up doing amazing at the end of the month and made me like 10K in literally 3 days. So to conclude May, I made 43K, a little worse than April, but still 2 40K plus months back to back. I was freaking rolling. And since now we're in July, to give a June recap, June was my best month ever. I made 52K in revenue, and that comes from a bunch of things. All of the products that I've been talking about are still selling, and they added up to that amount. The one that I said wasn't working for a couple months and wasn't selling actually did like 34K alone, so that took up like the biggest chunk of it. But I also made like $1,300 in TikTok shop affiliate revenue. And I'm going to go over that in future videos because that is something that I'm really trying to experiment with and really like hunker down on to like get a full scope of how it works. And then I'm going to compare it to organic and that, but that's for a future video. Let's not worry about that. But I made like $1,300 profit from that. So just tack that on. I had the YouTube ad revenue, which made me a good amount, and then all of the Shopify stores. So totaling 52K in June. And just for a quick update, we're only 10 days into July, but I'm at over 10K now in revenue. So it's looking like this is going to be a solid month too. Maybe not as good, but we're still on pace to make 30K. So let's just keep pushing out content and keep this thing rolling. Which, by the way, speaking of content, I just want to say that I am looking for serious dropshippers who know how to make content and are willing to help me scale my brands. So if you know somebody that is good at making content or is an organic dropshipper, definitely let them know about this because it is a great opportunity to make money, not have to worry about fulfillment, make videos for established brands that are currently working, not have to do anything on the back end, and you get the opportunity to work with me directly and I can help you learn and coach you through certain things. So me personally, I would sign up simply for that last part, but there will be a Google form in the description, so go and fill that out and I will talk to you very soon. So with all of that being said, I'm going to give a recap on what all the things that I learned are. So the first thing is, I stopped just pumping out a bunch of videos just for the sake of it. And instead, I focused on making the most quality content that I possibly could. Now, this is a very debatable thing in organic dropshipping, quantity versus quality. And to be honest with you, fuck quantity. That is the stupidest thing ever. Make the best video that you possibly can and post it. Whether it's 1 time a day, twice a day on 2 different accounts, 3, once a day on 5 accounts, whatever the hell that is. Just make the best video that you can. Don't just be filming little fidget toys and making 20 videos a day and just posting them on a million accounts. Like, that is not the best way to go about it. You are trying to make good pieces of content that you have a clear reason why they went viral. I see some YouTubers on here who talk about organic dropshipping being like, I make 100 videos in a single hour. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you filming? Are you filming like your foot or something and filming it 100 times and just posting them? Like, what is that? There's no way that can possibly work. If that does work for you, then that is simply a case of luck. Like, there is no reason that you should be rewarded by TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook Reels, Snapchat for posting 100 videos in a day. And if they're not that good, then there's no reason that you should have gone viral. It's just pure luck. And luck is something we're not looking to base our success off of here. So making the most quality content that you can is the best way to go. Another thing that I improved on was to learn how to have an eye for new products to bring to the platform. And I stopped being a freaking burner fiend and just scrolling on everyone's account and commenting on every single video with a stupid laughing emoji. I learned how to actually have an eye for products and see what's actually good and use my head. Another thing that I started doing as effectively as I could was searching for content inspiration ideas, but not only from other dropshippers with the same products or different products. I also tried looking within the niche of each product for content that was being filmed naturally by the audience. Because you guys have to remember, we're trying to go viral to people who actually want the product. So we're not just trying to go viral to other dropshippers who can leave emojis on all of our comments. We're trying to hit this audience that will actually be subconsciously interested in buying the product. And the last thing that I improved on was I actually learned a new content strategy that mainly works on Instagram and YouTube, but I'm not going to share it here because it is too much sauce. And I actually made like 50K from just this strategy alone. So that's one thing that I also improved on. So I hope that you guys have gained some value from this. And I just want to say that the easiest way to make these things work and achieve this level of success is just to get started and be serious about it. This is not just a shitty side hustle that you find and you say, oh yeah, let me just do some drop shipping. I'm going to make $1 million. Like, no, that is not how it works. You need to treat this like a business and treat yourself like a business owner. Be serious with yourself. Take your business seriously. Think, sleep, breathe, eat your business. That's literally how every successful business owner treated themselves when they tried to get started. You have to lock in. Now, I understand that not everybody can afford to have a mentor or something that is a paid resource, but there are a lot of free resources on the internet that you can literally use to your advantage. There's plenty of YouTube channels, like Michael Bernstein's one of them. This channel has a ton of free knowledge and absolute sauce on it that covers basically everything that organic dropshippers have to deal with, how to learn from, and almost everything that goes into it. When I started dropshipping, I didn't have a mentor yet, so I was just binge watching all kinds of videos to soak in all the information. And I was watching Michael Bernstein, I was watching Ecom King, all these guys, they provide so much value. And not just them, but there's plenty of guys too. There's Mikey again, there's Jordan and a foreign. There's all kinds of guys who do organic dropshipping every single day and are at the level that you probably want to achieve. So make sure you guys are absolutely drowning yourself in all of this value and try to soak it all in so you can apply it to your dropshipping business. So as always, you guys can reach out to talk to me directly on my Instagram. It's going to be in my description. And I just want to remind you to click that Google form in the description as well so you can apply to be a creator for me and work with me directly. And make sure you guys are commenting any questions that you might have on this video so I can talk about them in future videos. But like I always say, please subscribe, guys, because I am dropping so much valuable sauce on this channel. And I just want to help you guys succeed in dropshipping. So with that being said, I will see you guys next time.